What is going on? I'm Zedmont. The hunt for the legendary trophy continues. I left you off at stage 44. This is where I am now, stage 60. I have been using all warriors the entire way on. Oh, let's see if I can show you some replays. Did I share them in here? Yes. Oh, thank goodness. They are all gone because I was getting some intel clearing my map, but they are still in chat, thankfully. Check this out. 57 solo. Just absolutely loving this troop loadout. Using warriors and crushing through bases has been incredibly fun. Doing things slightly differently once in a while, as you can see here, just clearing the shields, then rushing towards core there on 57. 55. Also, another solo. I'm only sharing the solo, so you can tell I failed a little bit in there. I have been failing on occasion, but just coming through and crushing things. Like, there's so many different ways to use these guys, and then just rushing onto the core, throwing some smokes, getting troops, everyone ready, and burning through it with just a couple zookas left over. Zookas, warriors, just bullet. I think just bullet was left. Yep, all warriors had died. On 53, I did 12 million damage. I ignored all of the shields on this one and just went for broke, and I came so agonizingly close on this. Look at this, rushing onto a microwaver. That is when you know you're in trouble if things go poorly, but managed to get all of my warriors right into this final position here and burned through the entire shield and left up just enough to barrage it down at the end. So agonizingly close. Solo on stage 50. And there's just so much good stuff here. It's kind of mind-blowing, to be completely honest. And warriors are fairly, you can do them in many different ways. As you can see there, pick up a little bit of GBE, coming in, sometimes getting the shields, sometimes ignoring them, all depending on what's ranging behind the core. The fact that there's no shock launcher means that we can just pound through this, and they hit so incredibly fast. Now, people have been saying that some troops Speed Serum doesn't do anything above 300%. I think that depends on the troop's animation. I think that warriors actually are being affected by Speed Serum, even though they're at 300%. Shocking right by the microwaver. I love doing that. That is one of my favorite things to do. Burning through all sorts of craziness, melting the core, and the health of the core just disappears when Speed Serum's out. So I am not I think that Speed Serum does affect, I can't remember which stage that was. Let's just throw show 49, and then we'll carry on and see if we can't get this legendary statue, because legendary statue is typically only available to people who have tanks and do ridiculously strong attacks. And so if we can get it with the all warriors, that's going to be mind-blowing to me. I didn't think that this was even possible. I joked about it on a previous video, but it looks like it's going down. I think we have 24 attacks, I believe. Let's just fully boost up. We'll get into this. Got a little bit of time here this morning while my family is out at the local pump track. Pump track is a bicycle thing for those of you whose minds are going, what the heck is a pump track? Strange name, I know. Anyways, let's keep going, boosting all of the statues. We've got the warriors loaded, and we've got 24 attacks to get. I think legendary is at 70, is that right? Yes. So I'm already at 60, just got to beat 60 to get the diamond. Lots and lots of fun stuff happening. So 24 attacks left, 24 fails left, I should say. So we should be good, but you never really know until you get there. So I'm going to go all the way back, get those shields, need to clear a bit of a path for sure, and then we should be able to just pound through everything. And I am just thoroughly enjoying playing with warriors and having all sorts of fun in the process. So we're going to flare right onto that sniper tower. Then we're going to go to that sniper tower with sort of planning of walking along the wall there, but then notice that we've cleared the mines. Now I'm gonna go right to the shock blaster because I think that's the logical thing to get rid of at this point. Really all we need to do is get rid of the shock blaster and that shock launcher back there, and I think we should be good once we throw a taunt as well. So taunt gonna come out. Oh, we lost bullet. that was not well planned on my part whatsoever. I thought we still had Bullet with us. I'm guessing he's back at shore. No idea where Bullet is or where he died. Oh, there he is. He looks like he died on the path towards the back shock blaster. So not ideal by any stretch of the imagination, but the fact that we can shock this shock launcher and then hopefully get our troops over there might just save us. It's going... No, I don't think anything's going to save us at this point. So nice little setup attack, but with Warriors, the fact that we've got this whole thing set up looks like we should be good to finish this puppy off. So just need to do that attack one more time, and anytime you can get the shields and not have to wait for tanks, I am loving this. So we're going to drop, what can we do here? We can drop these guys right in here, hopefully get both of those cryo bombs to pop, slow some defenses down, and then we'll drop all of our troops right here onto this shock launcher. That is called a sniper tower, folks. That is not a shock launcher at all. I don't know where my brain went on that one, but nonetheless, I also find that with this, you have to think so incredibly fast. There is so much good stuff here that I am really... I keep saying how much I'm enjoying it. Just trust me, it's awesomely fun, and I have been having just... I don't remember having this much fun on the Mega Crab basically ever. So here... Oops, I almost used the wrong smoke timer. That is a huge problem at times. When you end up, anytime you use the wrong smoke timer, bad things happen, obviously. So burning through the shield, stage 60 in 2 hits using Warriors. Pretty happy with that. Anytime I can get the shields and then do a core rush on the second attack, we're in good shape. Definitely not how I would have liked to start the stream, but 2 hits, not bad. If we can 2 hit, even 3 hit, what are we at? We have 21 attacks. I thought we had 24. I must have saw 22. Anyways, 21 attacks means we can 3 hit everything along the way, but we're not going to try to do that. I'm going to try to solo absolutely everything simply for the lulz of it, and let's keep moving right along. Definitely going to clear some mines, going to get all sorts of critters popped. We're going to clear all of this sort of stuff and just make it so that we don't have to think while our troops are moving. Anytime you have to think while your troops are moving, bad things can happen. So let's get Bullet over into here, popping the cryo bombs for us. As you can see here, we don't need to use GBE to pop those cryo bombs. I've already talked about that a little bit on a previous video. But once your troops start to get ridiculously speedy, you don't need to worry about the cryo bombs. Just let your troops run through them. And sure, they'll slow our troops down, but not enough to worry about. So we're going to go 1, 2, right into the shock launcher. Actually, you know what? I am going to go slightly past the shock launcher. I picked the wrong thing. What I should have done here is I should have dropped all of my troops onto that, the things in front of the shock launcher, but did not plan that terribly well at all. So now we're going to need a little bit of help because Bullet's not doing a heck of a lot for us, but I think we should still be in good shape. The problem now is that what is that thing called? That is called a flotsam cannon. So we're going to flare away right quick, get them away, hopefully save some of our dudes. Now we should be good to go. We're going to drop all of our guys over in here. And this looks like it should be a solo. As long as that machine gun doesn't get all of our troops, now we just need to back away from that shock launcher. Stage 61 should be a solo. There's only 4 shields back there, so I don't think there's going to be all that much health on this core, but we're just going to have to wait and find out as our dudes burn through absolutely everything. Those rocket launchers aren't even tickling them simply because they're all healing themselves so ridiculously fast. Down goes 61, solo with Warriors. I have been loving it. I did not plan to make nearly any YouTube videos on this. I was just planning to do the crab from bed, from couch. That's why I've lost so many replays. I'd lost so many solos on those replays. But you know what? I am here now, and let's finish this up. Let's get ourselves a legendary trophy. So we're looking at probably should not try and burn that shield just because that shock... You know what? We probably could. That shock launcher is not going to reach all the way, and we could possibly BART it out. So what we're going to do is... I'm going to drop Bullet on the right-hand side over in here. And then we're going to drop all of our warriors over in here. Going to get some taunt action so that we can clear all of this stuff slowly but surely using all of our dudes. Clearing all sorts of mines, and then just we're going to, as soon as we get moving in towards some buildings, we're going to get all of our troops underneath a smoke, get a med kit on it, and then just get them running again. So this is going to require a little bit of extra health simply because, actually I need a bunch of extra GBE is what I was trying to say. So what we're going to try to do is get right into here, and we're going to go 1, 2, 3. I don't see exactly which building I flared, unfortunately. So this could be, okay, there we go. So this is exactly what I was hoping to have. Bullet is in the shock launcher's blind spot. Now all I need to do is go like this, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Getting rid of that shock launcher should be all we need to do, and now it should just burn through the core. I don't think we'll have any difficulty burning this now that we've got all of our troops in position. Hopefully that mortar goes down to some warriors. If it does, which should be GG for stage. Oh, it did not go down. That's a little bit unfortunate. So now, hopefully that mortar is not going to... Look at this. Race, mortar versus warriors. Warriors are healing themselves, thankfully. So this should go down. Look at that. Mortar can't even take down our warriors. Mortar warriors. 2 words that I can't say at the same time, it seems. Look at this. Stage 62, back-to-back warrior solos. Like, tell me this is not fun. Like, this, to me, is so much better than using tanks. You have to clear through everything, and you end up using a 4-minute attack. So a full warrior solo, less than 2 minutes. Awesome. That is, to me, that is great, great fun. Tanks would have taken at least another minute, I would be willing to wager. Let's keep going. So again, same thing. This shock launcher is going to be a problem. This shock launcher is also going to be in range. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my troops onto this cannon, which is going to put bullet in there, and then they'll spread away. And hopefully that's going to be good enough. We'll find out in just a moment. That is not going to help us, but we should be able to clear some mines, and then I'm going to get in behind the core, and this is just going to be all sorts of crazy silliness and awesomeness all at the same time. So bullet is going to clear all of these, what are those things called, cryo bombs for us, and that should get our warriors out and into the play. And then right onto that shock blaster is all I really care about. Get the dudes running. And now we're going to go onto this cannon. That is our plan. Onto the cannon. We are going to lose some troops to that SEMO, which is going to be a bit of a pain in the butt. That's why we're going to throw some critters right about now, hoping to distract that SEMO as best we can. Now we just need to get a little bit of luck. We're going to shock all of these things and throw some critters, and our warriors are going to spread and get that one shock launcher. Now we're going to come back in here and get the other shock launcher. And at this point, we should be golden. It all depends on how well our warriors do around these mines, but we might just be able to clear everything and then finish the core. It's going to be touch and go for sure, but we do have a possibility of pulling this off. I think that SEMO is going to be a problem, though. So what we're going to do is head our troops over, take out both these boom cannons, and then run in behind core. Like, there's so much maneuvering. We're going to try to get as far from that SEMO as we possibly can. And don't know if that's going to work or not. SEMO's probably going to take our troops one by one, but we're going to have a good go at it. We've got 2 minutes and 30 seconds at the core. Sadly, can't see exactly. What we should do now is see if we can't get some extra damage on core. Anytime you're going to throw artillery and blow up some buildings, you're going to get extra damage on the core. You're going to get some more GBE back, hopefully. And at this point, I think that SEMO is out of range. Is he firing? Yes, we are out of his range. So now it's just a matter of warriors versus core. Stage 63. Can we go back to back to back solos? Back to back to back jacks, as they say in the baseball. I do miss baseball. Baseball coming back apparently soon. We'll have to wait and see, obviously. That is a great background sport. Baseball and golf are my 2 favorite background sports. You don't have to be watching it. You can just have it on in the room, and it's you can kind of just turn your head when the announcer just get all excited, essentially. And there's so many replays based on the amount of time, people walking between bases and walking to holes and stuff like that. So just good background sports. Curious what you guys do for background noise. Is it music? Is it sports? There's just so many different things that are missing in this world. Sports right now for me is just, it's very strange. A lot of my news reading and idle time is typically sports, so to have no sports is very, very strange. And there's no watching my kids' sports right now either, for obvious reasons. Bullet clearing some cryo bombs. Warriors coming in from the side. Now, what we're doing right now is just picking up free GBE. That's all I'm after right now. Is everything is blowing up, doing bits and bits of damage, unfortunately, but we should have enough health. I think we've cleared all the mines along this road. I had a plan. Oh yeah, that was the plan. So what I'm hoping to do here is get all of our warrior dudes down into here. There's like this one little spot right about there where I think all of our warriors can get underneath one little spot, and then they'll spread out and get all of the shock launchers eventually. So that's kind of where I'm at for my planning here. Now I just need to get rid of the shock launchers. I think I used the wrong smoke timer yet again. We'll have to wait and find out, but I think we just need to get back here against this Doom Cannon at this point, and then we should be good to go, I think. We're going to have to wait and find out, but oh, another Doom Cannon. Shoot, I did not see this one at all, so that's going to be a problem for sure. Bullet hopefully can taunt things so that we can get our troops in there. Probably not going to happen. At least we've done a nice little setup attack, but our warriors are doing some damage because Bullet is taunting things, which is going to keep our troops walking forwards. Probably not going to be enough, though. So now what we're going to do is we're just going to flare that boom cannon. I don't think we would be able to get anything else to happen. So the fact that we've cleared this nice little hole is a good start. Should be able to burn this down. No GBE left. Now, for those of you who are yelling at me to force close my account, what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to pause the game, and then I'm going to force close and come back, because that way you don't have to watch 2 minutes of this, and I don't have to give you my wife's contact information. Okay, so we're coming back. So if you force close your game at any point, Boombeach just simulates the rest of the attack, so you can see it's still up. If we watch the replay, Bullet will just pound away at core forever. But force closing on iOS, you end up showing the windows that are open behind it, which is like pictures of my kids and my wife and that sort of stuff. So we're not gonna do that. I like my privacy. That's why my account name is Anon Moose. I really, really do like my privacy. So that is where the name Anon Moose comes in. It's nothing to do with, I'm not like a hunter or a moose person or something like that. I just really, really like my privacy. So if you happen to see my contact information at some point for some reason, please keep it to yourself, because that would be very, very sad. And I have trusted some Boombeach people with my name. Like I said, one of the dudes, I had a friend come by with gravel the other day, which was amazingly amazing. And from Boombeach, I should say. So slowly and surely meeting people from Boombeach. I really, really do enjoy meeting people from Boombeach. So if you're in my neighborhood, west coast of Canada, do hit me up and maybe we can go for a beer. Obviously, that is a ways away at this point, not meeting or seeing anyone right now, but future. We're talking future. Trying to keep things in perspective and moving forward. Sounds like things are going to start to open up here in May, I think. Possibly. We'll see. Until then, you'll find me at my house. Maybe you can come have a beer sitting in the yard across the street from me. Let's keep going. Stage 65. I think we're going to hit Legendary easily. I think this one looks like it's got a lot of health, so we're probably going to need to do a setup attack, which means probably getting rid of this shock launcher. Clearing all sorts of mines at the shore, or we could just go try to get all of those. I think I'm going to try to get all of the shields. That's my plan at the moment. Let's go like this, getting rid of that right there. All of our troops right here into smoke, and then onto that flamethrower. Probably didn't need to use quite that many smokes, but you know what? Let's just keep going. Gonna walk right to the middle one. I'm staying in the middle just because that microwaver out to the side makes me a little bit nervous. I did not see that SEMO though, so nonetheless, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Just trying to get rid of all of these shields is my goal for right now. And then maybe, just maybe, we can just smoke our troops right into there. Wow, I did not see that coming. I definitely did not see us having enough troops to hit the core with our warriors still alive. So we just lost basically all of them, sadly, but I think we still might have a chance. We're going to find out in about 3, 2, 1 now. Go, warrior dudes, go. Like, there's a couple warriors in there. No, not going to happen. So at this point, just need to... I totally mismanaged that. I did not clear any of the mines by the core, which meant as soon as my troops walked towards the core, they all just died. So did not expect to be able to flare onwards from those shields. Very, very impressed by that. So stage 65, going down into, unless I screw up, which of course is very, very much a possibility. Same thing, we're going to drop all of our dudes right into here, and then we're going to get onto this flamethrower flaring as soon as they start to get into that first smoke, and then we're just going to keep running. Keep, run. What song is that? I am cursed by not being able to name the songs. That's going to bug me for a little bit here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 smokes. We're going to throw some critters in there, hopefully to distract that Simo for a second. Simos and all of our dudes, not super good combo. I'm going to stick to shocks for the moment. We're going to shock all of the things, throw some critters, still have some GBE left, so now we throw the Speed Serum 65 into using warriors. I realize everyone you probably watched on YouTube or in your task force probably soloed that using tanks, but for me, come on, hopefully you guys are in agreement that this is fun and interesting and silly, because I am so close to getting the legendary statue using warriors, which just blows my mind. That Doom Cannon's going to be a problem. All of those mines are also going to be a problem. Let's just start clearing. I think we can probably drop bullet over here. We're going to clear all of these mines, and we're going to pop that cryo bomb so we can see what other mines we need to clear. And I probably need to drop some warriors over in here to get some critters out. And at this point, we're just clearing all sorts of GBE. Let's drop some critters right about there. Still clearing with our warrior dudes, with our critters. So far, so good. Now we just need to get onto that boom cannon. Moving right along. So far, so good. Liking this a lot. Still in good shape. Probably should have gone... Whoa, these guys are starting to hum along with some speed. So need to start throwing 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. They're going to be very, very low on health. Okay, barely snuck them. Uh-oh, I spoke too soon. So we're going to go 1 and 2 on there. So what I'm going to have to do at some point is go back and get that Doom Cannon. Otherwise, we're going to be in for a bad time. So all I'm going to do is let my dudes clear all the way around. Now we need to get rid of the Doom Cannon. And then I think we should be in good shape. I'm going to use Bullet's Taunt to hopefully clear us up. And then we just need a little bit of luck with all of our troops coming back over into here. Do we have any left? Yes, I think we do. Getting rid of that last mortar, even though it shouldn't be a bother. Okay, so mortar versus warriors. Mortar is going to lose, but can we get this whole shield down? I think we're just going to burn through it by the looks of things. We're burning pretty darn well. Stage 66, nice, easy solo. Easy is not really fair, but nonetheless, stage 66 solo of awesomeness. Darn, I really do like it when you get to throw an extra speed serum towards the end there. Okay, 4 stages to go. I'm so excited about this. Like, my face is starting to hurt from the smiles. I'm not just trying to sound fun on video or something like that. Legitimately smiling my face off right now. Legendary Crab trophy coming up. So we're going to stay to the right because I don't like to deal with microwavers. And then I think, you know what? We'd be crazy not to do a core hit. We're going to go get the shields, then we're going to do a core hit, and I'm going to flare on the actual shield generator. That way Bullet will sit in behind. That should set us up very, very nicely. So, clearing mines, first of all. Mines. Bullet is going to go right about there. I'm going to clear some critters right about there. And now, warrior time. Gonna get all of our dudes over into here. Onto that shock launcher is my plan. Hopefully, uh-oh, it's so close. That, what is that thing called? That flotsam cannon that I can't seem to remember the name of. Getting some licks in on our warrior dudes. Not super excited about that, but we should be able to get back here with most of our guys. Definitely lost at least one, but the fact that oh man, Bullet, you're not where I want you to be. You're not where I want you to be at all, Bullet. So they're going to have to throw a shock. I was really, really hoping that Bullet was going to stand where I wanted him to, so he'd get shot in the face, and then we could move forwards from there. Did not happen. So now we just need to get away from those. Oh, I left one shield up. Of course I left one shield up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so can I Bart that shield down? No, I definitely can't. So huge, huge failure on my part. Going to need to get, like, this is not going to happen. I should just be throwing all of my gunboat energy over here on this shield, I think, because that is a little bit, but you know what? Look at that. Bullet is taunting the shock launcher, and we almost popped. That's pretty darn good. Had I have not thrown my GBE on that shield, might have been able to throw an extra taunt or something. Pretty excited. That means that we're going to be able to two-shot this. I was a little bit worried that because of the number of shocks around the core, we wouldn't be able to take it down or something like that. But I think we should still be in a good spot. So now we just need to pop you, throwing 3 GBE to get 6 back. Always something I like to do. And then we're going to flare right onto the front corner of that beautiful cannon there. Okay, here goes nothing. Where I keep losing where my flares are, unfortunately. So now I'm going to go 1 and then get all of our flares, and we're going to get right onto that core using so many smokes. No one has gotten back to me. If you have a way to use fewer smokes, I would love to see it, but I don't know if it's actually even possible. So I've been using 4 smokes on the core. Probably a little bit overkill, but as you can see there, we got a little bit of extra smoke hanging out. So smoke is not the most expensive thing for us at that point. Down goes stage 67. 3 stages left. Have to take down 68, 69, and 70. I do believe 300% movement speed. No scout. Straight into 68. Here goes nothing. Okay, so this core has 6 million health on it. But if we get rid of that shock launcher right there and then go into the shock blaster, we should be okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop you and you and you. And let's go. We're going to go right into here. I'm going to throw a smoke there, and then we're going to hopefully get all of our warrior dudes onto that mortar right there. Not a great path so far. I think I'm going to do a little bit of a right turn just to get onto that flotsam cannon. Oh no, started to get too cocky. This is not good. Did not clear any of the mines that I needed to clear. And all of our warrior dudes are about to get zapped by all of the things that are around them. Whew, taunt definitely necessary. 1, 2, and that should get us over into the shock blaster, I think, critters. And a shock there. I don't know that we're actually going to get the shock blaster down. It's going to be incredibly, incredibly close. I think this is going to be a massive failure, like complete and utter failure. Should be able to at least clear the mines, though. Left us a lot of work left to do, like a lot of work to do. Lots of boom cannons around the core. That shock blaster is still there. This might be my, stage 51, I think it was. I took 3 attacks. Otherwise, everything has been 2. This might be my first 3-hitter in a long while. Okay, so we've got critters pop loose. That's just picking up free GBE, getting rid of the rocket launcher. Also going to throw some artillery back there. I think there's at least 3 or 4 mines there. So now we just need to drop Bullet over into there. Our warriors into here. And then flare onto that boom cannon. Just trying. Need one more smoke. One more smoke. Bullet, get underneath there. Bullet, you're driving me nuts here. Let's go. I think I managed to take that mortar down in the process. This is not looking very good. This is probably my worst set of attacks. Started to look too far ahead, I think, and as a result, we're into problem times. Is Bullet still alive? Looks like Bullet did make the trip, which is fantastic. Now what we need to do is pop this Boom Surprise up, and we're going to shock over into here, and then Cryo Bomb, or not Cryo Bomb, I keep mixing up those words. Words are hard, I know. Just need to keep all of our dudes working their way outwards now. Need to get some more shocks out, some more critters out. This is not looking very, very good. So that one warrior is still working away at that shield, but overall this is not looking good whatsoever. If I had any GBE left, I probably should be flaring something right now. 3 hit on 68. That is very, very disappointing. Definitely got ahead of myself, did not clear mines properly, did not drop troops properly. Bad things all around. Gross, gross, gross. 3 hits, 68. Some of you might be thinking that's still good. If so, great, but I can still be sad. We're going to do a more traditional drop. Let's just drop like this. We're going to drop a smoke, and then we're going to flare right onto that boom cannon. Going to lose probably 1 or 2 warriors on the way, but I'm okay with that, simply because there's so much going on right now. Don't hit that shock mine, you... Ugh! Shock mines are just a problem. Warriors like to reach out for shock mines, it feels like. They just go way farther than they should sometimes. Their reach just... sometimes they reach way farther than there's any legit, realistic reason why they should. Okay. Why I'm going for the shields at this point is simply because I think I need to go get the shields. Otherwise, we're not going to be able to burn through that core, and it's going to be a problem, I think. So that's why we're going for the shields first. Going to throw a shock over in here, and I think that might just do us at this point. It's going to be very, very close, I think. There's just so many mortars firing at us. There's so many boom cannons up in our grills, so it's going to be close. I think that going for those shields on the left-hand side saved us a little bit. Stage 68 in 3 mediocre hits. Ugh, sad trombone moment. Sad trombone indeed. Down goes 68, though. Time to turn around and go the other way. That's a terrible joke. Carrying on, 69. Whew. What do we got for us? This looks very soloable, except for the fact that there's 10 million health. But otherwise, we've got lots and lots of cryo bombs. We've only got 1 shock launcher we need to worry about. We can probably barrage that one. Let's just get into it. Lots of cryo bombs should mean for lots of popping, which typically means that we can go positive GBE by throwing a barrage. I think we're going to find out. There we go. So they start popping one another. Here we go. We got the chain reaction happening. Let's get Bullet out in front. There is a shield gen there, so I'm going to actually get that shield gen. Then we're going to come over onto this shield gen. So we've just reduced the shield by hopefully about 1 million. Don't actually know. I didn't count how many shields are sitting there. But I'm going to guess it's about 1 million. 1, 2, 3. I need to clear these mines right in here, and then we can get our warriors onto that shock launcher. Oh, I was a little bit late clearing the mines with those critters, and as a result, we lost all sorts of health on our dudes, but I think we should still be fairly good. Just gonna drop critters and let all of these guys just clear out what's nearby. Get rid of this shock launcher would be absolutely clutch. And then I'm gonna get back into here. Taunting all the way, simply because that way our warriors are going to be... I mean, if we can save our warriors from getting hit by 1 building, we're in good shape. So as soon as we get rid of that boom cannon, assuming we can, I'm going to run back into this corner as I throw a med kit back there as well. Don't have enough warriors to take this down. I am willing to bet that we just don't have enough. I mean, the shields have already gone down quite a bit simply because our warriors are in the area. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There were 7 shields for about, I can't remember if I said 10 million. So probably did 1.5 million by taking out that 1 shield at the shore, which just might be enough. It looks, let's see if that shield's moving. Actually, it is moving. That looks encouraging. Can we get a 69 solo? That just sounds weird. I thought it would have taken 2 for sure. Again, with the bad jokes. 69 going down in a solo. I think going down in 60. Man, just so many bad jokes right now. I apologize. Hopefully the innuendos are not lost on all of you, because these are just terrible, terrible jokes. Let's watch that core go down. See, I think people saying Speed Serum doesn't work at 300% troop damage. I mean, troop speed. I really do think that depends on how fast the troop hits, because warriors are... Oh, here we go. Last stage that I need to do. This is going to be the last. Oh, look at that. Legendary trophy. Don't even need that. Is ridiculous. So we have 16 attacks left on stage 70. Actually, I'm going to show you a bonus operation attack I just did as soon as we do stage 70. I want to beat stage 70 just so we move up to stage... Look at that, Jamar on 247. That is mind-blowing, Jamar. The amount of time and effort that went into that, Jamar, you are a complete and utter beast. That is absolute silliness. I mean, 247 times 4 minutes. What is that? 247 times 4 minutes divided by 60. That means he probably spent somewhere in the neighborhood of 16 and a half hours doing the Mega Crab. And I can guarantee he was not using warriors. So here goes nothing. One more solo for the books. Hopefully, should we go get those shields? No, we're not going to go get the shields. But now we need to throw a barrage in here, clear all sorts of mines, get our critters popping, and then eventually we can get... Uh-oh. Come on, critters. Are you serious? That's all I got for that whole barrage? That's ridiculous. Here we go. Warriors coming out hot. Throwing a barrage to clear some mines. Also throwing another barrage to clear some mines. We should be able to heal our way through a lot of this. So that's what I'm going to be doing right about now, is just trying to heal our way through this. Pick up some spare GBE. Hoping to get there. It's like this knife edge thing where you got to have just enough time to get your troops there, but also not get absolutely wrecked by all of the mines that are nearby. As my family shows up, perfect and perfect timing. Well done, family. I'm going to take some... Oh, we're going to get wrecked here. So I should have quit when I knew I should have quit right then. But nonetheless, let's just get rid of this shock launcher. I will throw all of my barrage onto this shock launcher. Set up for stage 70. Bullet is doing some damage. Look at that. Bullet taking down the shock launcher. So he managed to get inside its blind spot, which is going to set us up for a nice little core hit here on our next attack. So Bullet definitely doing some good stuff. The fact that he turned towards the core, a bit disappointing because he has stopped clearing defenses. But the shore is mostly clear. The mines are all the way clear. And the shock launcher, this shock launcher is very close to dead. So last stage. Here goes stage 70 just for the quick finish up. And my boost is, like, I still have a lot of time left on my boost, obviously, but I'm not entirely sure I'm going to be able to have any more time to attack on it. So now the next question is, am I going to be able to get to stage 80, for example? Am I going to be able to carry on? I don't know. So far, I did not expect to get anywhere near having the legendary trophy with warriors. So I'm already farther ahead than I would have thought, and I'm already reached my goal. So kind of a bit disappointing when you reach your goal so easily sometimes, if that makes any sense. Legendary trophy using warrior dudes, pretty darn awesome. I just am over the moon right now, probably a little bit more so than I should be, but you know what, whatever. Let's keep burning this darn core. Bullet gonna help out hopefully with I probably need to clear around the core a little bit more. Hopefully those warriors, you know what, let's just burn the core. Come on, dudes, let's go burn everything nearby and see if we can't take down. Look at that core just melting. Absolute and utter meltage. Whereas Bullet ends up being in a not great spot a lot of the time, but I think I can't tell what's happening with that flamethrower. Okay, so the flamethrower did absolutely ruin my party, but otherwise, stage 70 in 2 hits, managed to get from 60 to 70 in what's that, like 21 attacks, I think? Only had 1 3-hitter, and overall, pretty darn exciting. Let me know what you think, if you thought that getting the legendary trophies with warriors was possible. I have not used tanks once this entire video, this entire from level 1 to level 70 on the Hasty tribe. I did mix in some Gramps and some rifles on the early stages, but I'm going to pause. I'll come back. I'm going to show you an operation attack I just did that I thought was pretty awesome. We'll be back in 1 second with a bonus hit. Okay, so as you can see, I'm also boosted here, boosted to do this Cooker core hit. So we did Cooker in 3. Where is Cooker? Cooker in 3. Always a good time when you can pull off Cooker in 3. So this is the opening attack. He got a little bit unlucky on this opening attack. You'll see that he damages that rocket launcher, double hacks, and then his critters do a bunch of damage to that cannon. So his double hack hits the cannon instead of that second rocket launcher, which he had marked. Cost him a little bit of GBE, but then clearing this right-hand side using zookas and rifles and barrages, pretty darn good open. Anytime you get extra rocket launchers on the right-hand shore, it's never a good time. So the fact that he managed to get that down is a nice little bonus. Typically, you go to the left-hand side first. He went to the right, which is super, super nice to see. Sometimes you just got to plan a little bit differently. And then Bombardiers coming in and getting all of the shields. Now, Bombardiers getting the shields is not super ideal because when you use Grenadiers, you get rid of all the mortars in behind, which simplifies the core hit. Would have gotten rid of that machine gun as well, but did not get rid of the mortars or machine guns, which makes the core hit more difficult. I really, really don't like hitting the core when that's involved. So in comes Powder Police, which is, I believe, I want to say Tolga, but that's not right. It's like, I'm sorry. It's a German player. I am like 99% sure. And person who I have seen around for a long, long time. We have never played together. He joined our task force to help us out a little bit. And so having new, fresh blood in has been fantastic. Watch this. This is a great... Anytime that happens, you're just in like, oh crap mode. Great little maneuver there. Throwing the shock and then getting running. Clearing out all of the rocket launchers. So we've got the right side cleared, we've got the left side cleared, and then it's all up to me at that point. And I have never liked things being up to me because this core has about 1.65 million health on it, which means if you're going to use bullet, you're probably not going to have enough damage. So it just gets into this awkward position because there's boom cannons all around the core. But I managed to figure out that I didn't think that they were going to reach. Spoiler alert, yes, I took it down. So Cooker in 3, always a good time. So dropping 7 boats of zookas off to the left-hand side, getting artillery and barrage onto that shield generator to get rid of it, and then farming GBE. That's why you leave these left-hand side shields. Leaving the left-hand side shields gives your core hitter extra GBE, which is incredibly, incredibly useful. So anytime you see someone clear those shields on the left-hand side, they shouldn't be doing that. Smack their wrist and tell them no. Zookas running back towards the shore. Now, I love to throw the flare in between those power cells when those power cells are there. So we get our Zookas nice and tight, semi-hot beach, depending on where that mortar is. And then as soon as we get past this line on the beach right there, you'll see as soon as my Zookas get past that line, I throw my flare, drop the Scorcher right away, and then it's just walking the troops into position and hoping I don't screw up. Left that one mine intentionally because it's a level 21 mine. Shocker hits the shock mine. Not sure what level shock mine that was. Doesn't really matter. Getting all our ladies underneath that smoke, using that extra flare away, flaring the core, and then there's just, I think there's 5 shocks, I do believe. Brick with the battle orders, making all the difference in the world. Look at the times on those smokes, so incredibly tight on time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shocks, getting all of the buildings nearby shocked. Look at this. Zookas just sitting there, hanging out, nothing coming anywhere near touching them. All of the lasers and the mortars locked in on that Scorcher. And then boom goes the dynamite. Love watching Cooker core hits explode. That's it for me. Definitely a little bit more videos than I expected to throw out today. Hopefully you guys are watching your intel numbers carefully because intel is just flying in. Also, don't forget to convert those raw crystals. And I've got one other account I need to do the crab on, obviously. Got to decide how I'm going to do that. So if you have any thoughts or suggestions or ideas, let me know in the comments. Otherwise, as always, thanks for coming in. This has been a whole bunch of warrior fun. I'm Zedmont. Peace.